Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Angel Tussey, Eric Kramer, helping you get your business right.
Well, let's start speaking. Right? We really encourage the adage, speak on other people's stages.
Absolutely.
So there's a lot of benefit, of course, to hosting your own event, to having your own podcast and doing your own Facebook Live videos. You can turn those on a dime. It's you running them. It's you doing your thing. But when you speak on somebody else's stage, on somebody else's podcast, on somebody else's platform, there's a built-in referral, there's a built-in credibility, there's a built-in endorsement by the person whose stage, whose microphone, whose program that it is, to their audience. So when we speak on our own stages, speak for our own programs, it's the audience that we've acquired, that we've created and brought together. When we speak on somebody else's stage, now we get to open up to a whole new audience. So lots of benefits for speaking on other people's stages. But I know that public speaking is the number one, number two. It's way up there high on most feared things to do.
Right.
I will tell you, I'm right up there with you. And I know that probably doesn't make any sense in the world. You're just grinning at me, because I have a microphone in my face for 4 hours every day.
Yeah.
But it's different.
It is a different skill set.
It is a different skill set to sit in a studio and just talk to Eric and interact with the folks that are playing with us on our Facebook Live than to stand in front of a room of eyeballs and
hundreds, maybe thousands.
And, and their body language isn't always the most receptive or kind or inviting, right? I always have to remind people, if you're having a good time, notify your face, because they often are sitting there with these, sour face, looks on their faces. Maybe their arms are crossed. They're leaning back in their seat. Maybe they're even trying to fight a nap, which, when you're the after lunch speaker is very challenging. Is always an issue.
Well, we're talking about public speaking. You got to face those demons. You got to face the fear of speaking in public. But once you get past that and you're on stage, there's some tips that you can use to help develop the polish. And I'll tell you right now, polish came for me in year 9.
9?
It did.
9?
Yep. I spoke for 9 years.
What happened in from year 8 to year 9 that you felt like, okay, I finally got the polish?
Shift. And I didn't realize it had sunk in until I realized in the rearview mirror what had just happened. And when it happened, it took like a couple of weeks of engagements for me to look in the mirror and go, oh my gosh, something shifted, something happened. And I went back and kind of,
had you hit for example, I went to speaker camp that Bill Walsh and the Power Team put together. And he says your first 100 times are practice.
Yep.
So do you think, well, no, because you were doing 100 a year.
Oh, I was doing way more than 100 a year. Yeah. That wasn't the issue. For me, the issue was I had intentionally taken classes on how to develop a stronger presence on stage with showmanship and all of that. And one of the things that I learned was when you get up on stage, command the attention by not saying anything immediately.
Okay, that seems really counterproductive.
It does.
Right? Counterintuitive, right?
It actually only takes about 2 seconds, maybe 3 at the most. But you come up, instead of, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Eric Kramer. Hey, and hey, everybody, it's Eric. While they're still clapping, you come up, let the clapping stop, and count to 3. And then say, boom, whatever it is.
Right.
Magic. Let's talk about illusion.
You know what? Absolutely. When we've seen great speakers and you've been in the audience of that, they're not in a rush. They don't come up all talking over the audience and over the clapping and over.
They look you in the eye, pause, and deliver.
And then start.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, another thing that you'll see for those really great speakers, the polish on your public speaking, is the way that they show up. They are there to give.
That's right.
Right? They're there to add value. They're to share what they have learned, share their journey, share their story, so you don't have to make the same mistakes that they have. Not to see what they can get.
Yeah, you can smell a taker right away, right? Because if it's all about what's in it for them, the audience disconnects.
Yeah. If it's all about me and my accolades and, the showmanship about everything that I've had, and there's no giving to say that you can do this too. You can walk through this, and that we can do this together, or just in the sharing of they're givers, and you can feel that.
There's a myth out there that says, you'll do better if you never look a listener or an audience member in the eye. That you look at their foreheads, right?
Picture them all in their underwear.
Don't ever do that.
Especially these days.
That's horrible.
Like, that's the worst piece of advice.
Yeah.
Don't picture anybody in their underwear anymore.
Unless you...
Anymore.
Never mind. Anymore.
Well, what is so weird about that is that it was even a thing, but I think it was meant to help you relax and realize they're just people, right? And they put their pants on one leg at a time. They spit out their toothpaste.
Make eye contact with audience members one by one. I agree with this wholeheartedly. Now, you might be in an audience of hundreds, maybe even thousands.
You can't see
you won't
beyond.
be able to see that.
Yeah.
But what you can do is pause and imagine that you are making eye contact with each and every one in the room.
Well, because it shifts you from speaking at them to speaking with them.
Yeah. And people would think, well, that would just freak me out if I could see that they're looking at me. No, it actually endears you to them, and it brings you closer to their level.
I think it's helpful because it reminds you that they are human beings in the audience, that they're engaging with you, that they've got a heartbeat. And so there's a deeper connection, and the audience can feel that when there's actually a deeper connection with you and somebody in the audience.
This sounds counterproductive, but speak unusually slowly.
We all want to speak fast, right? We're on a timer in many cases. We've got 20 minutes, we've got 40 minutes, whatever the time is. We have so much more to share than the allotted time will allow. And so most of the time, we're filtering out all the information that we could be sharing. So what ends up happening is we get up there and we're kind of rushing through. We're rushing through our presentation. We're rushing through our facts. Or because we get so excited, we are rushing through.
Absolutely. If you find a heckler or a naysayer or somebody with their arms crossed, ignore them. You may find out that the people with their arms crossed actually loved you the most, which is weird and never gets unweird. It's just the way that it is. People grinning out, frowning at you, and they come up and say, that was the best thing I ever heard. And I'm like, gee, willikers. That's where the whole phrase, notify your face, comes from.
Right.
But ignore those guys. Because, oh man, we got to go.
Yeah.
Turn your energy into excitement. There it is. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, more positive business talk right here on the Experience Pros Radio Network. You're listening to Angel Tassi and Eric Raymer. For the archives of this show, check out experiencepros.com/radio.